Henry's reply when Erling Haaland asked him for advice after Champions League final. Erling Haaland was keen to hear Thierry Henry's thoughts on how he can improve after the Champions League final. Erling Haaland enjoyed an extraordinary debut season with Manchester City. Big things were expected of Haaland when he signed for the club in a £64 million move from Borussia Dortmund last summer. Not only did Haaland live up to expectations in his first season with the club, he exceeded them. The 22-year-old scored shattered record after record as he scored 52 goals in 53 matches in 2022-23. His goals helped City to a historic treble as they emerged victorious in the Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League. Erling Haaland asks Thierry Henry for advice after Champions League final. Haaland played the full 90 minutes as City beat Inter Milan in the Champions League final on Saturday evening. He spoke to CBS Sports after City were crowned champions of Europe for the first time. During the interview, Jamie Carragher asked the City man whether he had any questions he would like answered by football legend Thierry Henry. Haaland obliged and asked the Arsenal legend for advice on how he could improve his game. Henry was more than happy to share his thoughts. It made for a brilliant exchange, and you can view it below. Haaland asked Henry, "If you'd like to give me one piece of advice, what would it be?" Henry replied, "I said on air that in the box, there is nothing you can learn, what you do is second to none. But back to the goal, going on to your right sometimes and making some runs that you don't want to go. There's some stuff that you can learn. But then you, City, are going to the quadruple if you do that. If he starts to go on his right and finishing with his right, the same run he makes on his left, it's over. He will score 100 goals per week." Haaland took Henry's advice on board and said, "I agree, don't forget I'm 22. Think back to when you lot were 22. There's so much that you are going to learn. From when I signed from Dortmund to now, there's such a big difference from so many things. From how I think after games, how I think before games, how I motivate myself, how I speak to others. You get experience through people and on the pitch. I agree, I can develop so much more." Haaland had just won the Champions League but was still thinking about ways to improve. What a mentality the Norwegian possesses. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.